Good morning. Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Gainesville. My name is Anna Dial, and I will be your worship associate this morning. My pronouns are she, her, and I am a 41-year-old white woman with dark brown hair, some of which is transitioning to silver, tied back in a ponytail. And today I'm wearing a purple shirt from the mountain with yellow leaves and a yellow chalice and khaki shorts. And turtle earrings, that's important too. I would like to extend a special welcome to everyone joining us online, including those from our sibling church in Valdosta, Georgia, and those tuning in from Stark, Palatka, Nature Coast, and beyond. As we gather today, we honor the Timucua, Seminole, and all other Native peoples who lived on this land and cared for it long before us. After the service this morning, we invite you to stay for our coffee hour, where drinks and refreshments will be served, just over this way in the social hall. We invite any visitors to stop by our welcome table with the green tablecloth and chat with a member of our welcome team and browse our literature. And now, please take a deep breath and settle in as we begin our worship together. Lighting the chalice for us this morning is Kat Forbes with our Sacred Oaks Cups group. And today's chalice lighting words are titled, "The Abundance of Our Lives Together" by Katie Savani Gelfand. We light our chalice as a symbol of gratitude as we celebrate the abundance of our lives together. In this sanctuary, we harvest bushels of strength for one another and offer our crop with the hands of compassion and generosity. In the authentic and gentle manner of our connections, we cultivate a simple sweetness to brighten our spirits. May we be grateful for the ways we nourish and uplift each other, for it is the sharing of this hallowed time together that sustains us.
Hello, I'm Caitlin Ron. I am a member of Sacred Oaks Cups. My pronouns are she, her. I am wearing a green shirt with cute little cactuses and some black pants. They are my favorite black pants. I own 3 pairs of them. Welcome, friends, old and new, seekers and sages, crafters and creators. Today, we gather at the turning of the wheel in the golden light of Lunasa, the first harvest. This is a festival of grain, of ripening fields, and of gratitude. It marks a time when the sun still warms us, yet we begin to feel the whisper of change in the air. Lunasa is named for Lu, the many-skilled god of Irish myth, not known for power, for war, but for craft, poetry, healing, and art. When Lu came to join the great assembly of the gods, they asked, "What do you bring?" He answered, "Not with one skill, but with many." And so he was welcomed, as we welcome each of you, bringing your unique gifts and sacred labor into this circle. This morning, we honor the harvest of our lives, not just what we've gathered, but what we've grown, the skills we've honed, the efforts we've made, the creative actions and quiet offerings that shape the world around us. In this sacred hour, may we reflect on the tools we hold, literally and metaphorically. May we celebrate the diversity of our talents, and may we remember that to live a life with intention is a kind of craft in itself. Come, let us begin this time of reflection and celebration together.
I invite you to rise in body or spirit to sing our opening hymn, hymn number 1067 in the Teal hymnal, Mother Earth, Beloved Garden.
Sorry. Good morning. My name is James Chase, and I am the Director of Lifespan Faith Development here at the Unitarian Universalist Fellowship of Gainesville. Today, we're talking about a pagan holiday that is so, I think, universal. It's really talking about bringing together the skills, bringing together and harvesting what you've been working on all year, whether that's your garden or your farm, or it's your projects, to see and make note of where you are now. And it offers a chance to kind of look backwards in time and see where you were a year ago and look at how you've changed. And to do that, I'm going to lead us in a short, grounded body practice. I'd like to invite anyone who wants to come sit forward with me. And I'm going to do this practice sitting, but you could do it standing. You could do it in your chair. You can do it in any way that feels good for your body. I've changed my mind. I'm going to do it standing. So For this practice, anyone who wants to come forward and do it with me is welcome. Hi, Shea. So for this practice, Shea, do you want to help me be a tree? Okay. So we're going to start by rooting our toes in the ground. What does a tree need to grow? Shea, do you know? What does a tree get from its roots in the ground? It gets soil. It absorbs things from the earth. So we're going to take a quick second, and if your feet are on the ground, or wherever you're connected to the world, whether that's through your parent or through the ground, just feel that connection. Wiggle your toes in your shoes, and picture the energy kind of moving up from the earth into your body. And as that energy moves up, bring it up through the trunk of your body and stretch your arms out with consciousness of your neighbors. Maybe up to the sky. And feel the little leaves on the tips of your fingertips soaking in the energy and the light and the warmth. You are surrounded by things that want you to grow. In this space and wherever you go, you are bringing in energy and goodness from below and above. Stretch your body out. And then bring your arms in to hug the trunk of your body. And for a moment, just think to yourself, over the last year, what has changed for you? What have you been working on? What's grown inside of you? You can move your body if it feels good. Think about the points in the last year that have caused you pain, where you've suffered and felt fear. And then tell your body and the whole tree of you that you are thankful for those feelings because they taught you what you needed to know in that moment. Hug yourself tight and bring in all that you have learned and settle it deep inside of you. And then as you feel settled, as you feel completed in this last year, think ahead for a moment about what this upcoming year will bring for you, what goals you have, what seeds you want to plant, so that next year around this time, maybe you'll be bringing in something that you grew with intention. Before we finish, I want everybody to take a deep breath. Maybe one more stretch up if you feel good with it. Reach for the sun, reach for the growth, the rain, whatever is coming. Let it come and let it water and fertilize and bring you growth in whatever path you're on. And I'd like to invite any kids who would like to join as we sing This Little Light of Mine. We have a messy play date happening, which is why we don't have childcare in the room right now. But if you would like, I can bring any kids out with me to the playground who would like to come play. We are doing water and ice and shaving cream to celebrate the end of summer. Thank you.
Long ago, in the land of the shining people, the Tooth de Danann, a young traveler came to the gates of Tara, the great hall. "I am Lu," he said. "I have come to join your company." But the gatekeeper frowned. "We already have warriors and healers and smiths and bards. What do you bring that we don't already have?" Lu stood tall and replied, "I'm a blacksmith. We have one of those. I'm a harpist. We have one of those too. I'm a healer, a poet, a warrior, a magician, a craftsman, a storyteller." The gatekeeper paused. "We have each of those already too." And Lu said, "Yes, but you have one who holds all these gifts in one being?" The answer was no. And so Lu was welcomed, not for any one skill alone, but because he honored and tended all his gifts, weaving them together in service to the greater good.
Each week, we invite you to write what is on your heart in this book that is usually by the doors of the sanctuary. My first joy for today is to welcome our visitors, and we have quite a few today. I would like to welcome Kelly Bellinger, Laura Kaplan, Tracy Pettigrew, Gio Lawrence, Caesar Lawrence, and Josh, Patience, Temperance, Serenity, and Charisse Duth. We hope you'll stay after for coffee hour and get to know us. And I also have some entries in the book to read. Peggy Maloney says, "I would like to thank Jonathan Carone on behalf of the Friends of the Courtyard for the donation of some beautiful bromeliads. They are a lovely addition to the courtyard." Steve Atlas shares a joy and concern that Elise Atlas is in memory care at Plantation Oaks. She's getting good care. Either my stepson David or I visit her almost every day. She misses the fellowship and sends her love and best wishes to all of you. And Debbie Malikson shares, "I hope all of the former Girl Scouts enjoy today's anthem and the memories of camping and singing." We all carry joys and concerns, and some we may not speak out loud or write in the book, but hold them in our hearts. For these unspoken joys and concerns, I invite you to come forward if you like and drop a stone in our communal water bowl. Let the water represent the love and support of this church community for all who are gathered. Kay, with our care team, will drop 2 stones at the end for joys and concerns for those joining us online. Our words for our invitation to generosity today are titled All Voices by Joe Von Rue. In our world, many voices are silenced. Many truths remain unspoken because the speaker fears rejection, judgment, or worse. Our financial offerings today help sustain this congregation as a place where all voices can be heard, where truth can be spoken without fear, where vulnerability is met with compassion. We give in gratitude for this beloved community and with hope for a world where more voices can speak their truth. The ushers will now come among you. You can donate in the basket or follow the prompts on the screen, use the QR code, and donate online.
There's a story from Irish myth that we heard earlier today. A story that's deceptively simple, but rich in meaning. A young man named Lou came to the Great Hall of Tara, seeking to join the Tooth de Danann, the Shining People. These were no ordinary folk. They were divine beings, keepers of magic, protectors of the land. Lou steps up with confidence, and the gatekeeper asks him, as gatekeepers often do, "What do you bring?" And Lou replies, one gift at a time, "I'm a blacksmith, I'm a healer, I'm a warrior, I'm a bard, I'm a magician, I'm a craftsman, I'm a storyteller." Each time the gatekeeper says, "We already have one of these." Until finally Lou asks, "But do you have one who holds all these gifts together?" And the answer, of course, is no. So they let him in. Now, what strikes me about this story is how relevant it still feels today. The question, "What do you bring?" is one that echoes through our lives, at job interviews, on team projects, even in social circles and spiritual communities. What do you bring to the table? Sometimes our culture pushes us to pick one skill, one label, one talent to define ourselves. We've been encouraged to become specialists, efficient, marketable, easily understood. But Lou, the God of many skills, shows us another way. He didn't reduce himself to a single title. He knew that his worth came not just from one gift, but from the interweaving of many, and that, in itself, was powerful. The festival of Lunasa is named for Lu, and it's no accident, because Lunasa is about the first harvest, a time when we gather the fruits of our efforts, not just literally grains in the field, but the results of our labor, learning, practice, and growth we've cultivated in our lives. It's a time to pause and ask, what have I been growing? What have I been crafting? And what do I bring? These are not always easy questions. Sometimes the answers feel small or invisible. We may not always feel like we're harvesting something glorious. Maybe you're still in the planning stages. Maybe your harvest has been slow this year. Or maybe you've been doing quiet, unseen labor, the kind that doesn't show up in the headlines or highlight reels. But the truth is, we are all crafting something. We are crafting lives. And every skill, every act of care, creation, insight, repair, resilience is part of that inner weaving. One of the most beautiful aspects of Lou's story is that he does not rank his skills. He doesn't say, I'm mostly a warrior, but I dabble in poetry. He gives them equal weight. He names them all as essentially parts of who he is. What if I did the same? What if we honored the accountant who bakes bread with care, the parent who writes poetry in their journal, the teenager who is both a gamer and a quiet caretaker of their siblings, the elder who knows how to knit warmth into blankets and wisdom into stories? We all hold a collection of skills shaped by our experiences, our ancestors, our communities, our pain, our joy. Some of these skills are practical, some are creative, some are spiritual. Some we've been praised for, some we've had to hide, and some we're just now discovering. All of them matter. In Unitarian Universalism, we often speak of the inherent worth and dignity of every person. Today, I'd like to add there is inherent worth and dignity in the skills that each person brings. Even the ones you think are ordinary, even the ones you forgot you had, even the ones you're still learning to trust. Our theme today is crafting a life honoring the skills we bring. And I want to stress that this is not about perfection or productivity. It's about recognition. It's about remembering that the skills we carry and the ones we share are sacred. That helping a neighbor is a skill. That listening deeply is a skill. That repairing what's broken, whether it's a fence, a friendship, or a sense of self, is a skill. And these skills are needed, perhaps now more than ever. So as we stand in this festival of First Harvest, I invite you to consider your own tools, not just the ones in your hands, but the ones in your heart. What are you good at? What brings you joy when you do it? What do people thank you for? What do you long to grow in yourself? And perhaps even more importantly, how can we as a community make space for each person's gift to be recognized and honored? Because just like the Teuth de Danann needed Lu, not just for any one skill, but for the weaving of them all. We need each other, not just for what we produce, but for what we bring in spirit, story, and soul.
And now please rise in body or spirit to sing our closing hymn, Hymn number 91, Mother of All. I invite Kat Forbes forward to extinguish our chalice, and I invite all of you to read our chalice extinguishing words along with me. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
In closing, remember this: you are a crafter of your own life. You hold tools you may not yet see. Your gifts are many, and they are needed. So let us gather them with gratitude. Let us honor the hands, minds, hearts that keep creating, healing, building, and becoming. And let us craft a community where all our skills, no matter how humble or grand, have a place in the harvest. Blessed Lunasa.